Have you ever just looked at the sky? Because if you look up at the sky, sometimes you're going to see things in it, like clouds, animals, and so on. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, you're going to see things falling from it. Likewise, we will show you some of the things that fell from the sky, from the metallic ball that falls from the sky to the red rain. In this video, we will see some of the bizarre things that happened. Metallic ball fell from above. The weird item was discussed by a local television meteorologist who noted that it had an antenna. The most likely explanation is that the sphere is space debris, despite some lighthearted conjecture to the contrary. Theories concerning the origin and function of a weird, smooth, solid item that fell on a tree in Veracruz, Mexico on the evening of July 31st are rife on social media. Locals claim they heard the sphere make noise as it descended, but no fire was released, according to Isadro Cano Luna, a television meteorologist covering the mystery. Several texts and images of what seems to be a dull yellow orb the size of a giant beach ball perched atop a tree were shared by him and his more than 132,000 followers in relation to the object. Some speculate that it may be a piece of a Chinese rocket that over the weekend plummeted back to Earth and landed in the Indian Ocean. It could be radioactive, in which case those who view it should avoid getting too close. Additionally, there doesn't seem to be a method to enter the sphere. Its exterior is marked with a code. Red rain. We've all heard and read stories about the plagues, including how the Israelites were able to protect themselves by turning the sea into blood. But this unexpected occurrence of blood-like rain has many people worried and confused. Blood red rain began to fall over a tiny Russian city in Siberia, although it is not known what exactly causes the crimson rain to fall from the sky. This has caused fear and confusion. Some Siberian inhabitants, according to rumors, believed the bizarre crimson rain was a portent of approaching judgment or the end of the world. Administrators of the nickel factory allegedly began removing a significant amount of iron oxide residue from the factory's floor and roof in order to enhance environmental health and safety. Because the pile of rusted, dusty trash wasn't covered, it was blown across the parking lot by a gust of wind as the rain started to fall. Thank goodness there was a good explanation, because when the rain and dust mingle, the factory parking lot flooded with a torrent of blood. Freak hailstones. Residents of the Mexican town of Guadalajara woke up to an unusual scene on a Sunday in June 2019. Despite the fact that this city of more than 5 million people in Latin America had been experiencing scorching summer days with temperatures of at least 31 degrees Celsius, every object outside their windows had been covered in a thick layer of ice, and they had been waking up to a world that looked like a winter wonderland. The town had recently been hit by a strange hailstorm that was extremely damaging and dumped over 6 feet of frozen pellets on cars and houses, startling everyone with its out-of-season inundation of ice. The villagers had lived there for years, and they had never seen anything like it. Fireball. Some claim to have witnessed a meteor shooting toward Earth from Scotland, England, and Northern Ireland. Despite the fact that meteors routinely penetrate our atmosphere due to air friction, they usually disintegrate quickly as they fall. However, in this case, over 800 individuals phoned the police to report hearing a huge boom in addition to the amazing light show, which indicates that whatever it was may have moved more quickly than sound. In contrast to a meteor, which speeds quicker and generates light in a matter of seconds, the fireball was visible for more than 20 seconds, and was thus more likely to have been a piece of space debris. When astronomers in the UK Meteor Network immediately determined that a Starlink deorbit would not have gone anywhere close to that location, many individuals who had first assumed it was space debris from Elon Musk's satellite initiative soon changed their minds. Strange box. A 180-kilogram crate filled with cameras that was dangling from a broken parachute from a tree in Canada's Lute Mountain in 1962 by logger David McPherson's normal day's work instead became something that would stay with this family for the next 55 years. David would never learn the answer, but he would ponder about it until his very last day. A few days after making the discovery, he attempted to get the neighborhood watchman to look into the mysterious box. With the aid of several buddies and a bulldozer, he constructed an improvised road through the forest and moved the box to his barn using his tractor. Fallen catfish. For a catfish that dropped, 4.5 pounds were paid. In Philadelphia, a lady was hurt when catfish hit her in the face. When the event occurred, she was in her to a fitness class. Despite screaming and falling to the ground, she was still able to get back up and continue. Before hitting me, she allegedly saw a large black object heading toward my head. I allegedly fell to the ground, according to a buddy who recorded the event. My buddy was trying to figure together what had happened when one witness stopped her car and handed the woman water. Lowry was smacked by the fish hard enough to cause swelling all over her face and a minor laceration on her cheek.
It was swollen all the way down here, hurt all the way down into my neck.
Swarm of locusts. Swarms of desert locusts are posing a danger to the way of life for millions of people in Yemen and the Horn of Africa. On both sides of the Red Sea, breeding is beginning to pose a fresh threat to Yemen, Saudi Arabia, and Eritrea. Eastern Ethiopia and Somalia now have favorable breeding conditions, putting Kenya at risk. This year has already seen Kenya face the threat of the greatest East African invasion in 70 years. The most damaging migratory pests in the world, locusts may move up to 90 miles per day, congregate in swarms of 80 million, and consume the equivalent of 35,000 people's worth of food each day. Larger swarms, like the one that was observed in Kenya in late 2020, have the capacity to eat up to 1.8 million metric tons of greenery per day, or 81 million people's worth of food. One of the main causes of the present locust outbreak is climate change. Locusts thrive under the prolonged period of extremely wet weather, which include multiple uncommon cyclones that hit eastern Africa and the Arabian Peninsula during the last 18 months. 4.5 billion year meteorite. The Fukeng meteorite is the name of this stunning gem. It was found in China's Xinjiang province in the year 2000. The bulk of the meteorites are pieces of asteroid that broke apart in the asteroid belt, although they can also originate from the moon or Mars. Meteorites are rocks that came from space. About 1,100 meteorites fall to Earth after passing through our planet's atmosphere. But the Fukeng meteorite is unique, according to the Planetary Science Institute. This precious stone is not just an ordinary space rock, it's a palisite meteorite, one of the rarest materials on Earth. We have been able to enter our planet in the past few decades, but no one noticed a Fukeng meteorite breaking through our planet's atmosphere. This mysterious space rock still remains to be one of the greatest meteorite discoveries of the 21st century. Many hail it as a precious stone created by the universe itself. However, its exact origin remains unknown. Give us any information about your discovery in the comments section below. You may also check out our other captivating content. I'll see you in the next video.